16 ridiculous things rich people buy for their kids. How does the other half live? Well, thanks to social media, we can all vicariously enjoy the insanely lavish lifestyles of the rich and famous. With a tagline, hey, they have more money than you, and this is what they do. The photos inspire equal parts of jealousy and eye rolls, of course. Number 1. They bring a new meaning to Pimp by Ride. If you like cars, you'll love following these kids on social media. Some of them have barely learned how to drive, and they still have better rides than you. We can't even afford to think about the car payments, so we'll settle for the eye candy. Number 2. They travel in style when on vacation. When some of us think of wealth, we see visions of yachts dancing in our heads. Well, it turns out there's a reason for that. Some of the giant boats the other half travel on make carnival cruisers look tiny. The next time you take a cruise, imagine having the whole place to yourself. Number 3. Rich kids don't drink just any old beverages. If you spend time on the social media feeds, a lot of these rich internet kids, you'll likely see them with bottles. Lots of bottles. While these extra large gold behemoths seem a little out of control, you'll probably recognize the names on a lot of them. And if you take out a second mortgage, you too can drink like they do. Number 4. Most of us only see these clothes in Vogue. When most of us see price upon request in our favorite fashion magazines, we assume that means we can't afford it. Well, not for these Insta stars. Names like Gucci, Versace, and Dolce & Gabbana appear in their closets with the same frequency as H&M and Target do in ours. Just remember, you can buy fashion, but not style. Number 5. Back to school shopping takes on a whole new meaning. When keeping up with the Jonases means the likes of Trumps and Kennedys, your clothing budget lives on a whole other plane of existence. Some of us can only dream of the shopping sprees that the children of our world's richest take for granted. How do they fit all of these bags in their Lamborghini? Number 6. The richest among us never get caught in security lines. If you think global entry feels like the lap of luxury, check out this guy's ride. While some politicians have come under fire recently for flying private, hopping on the family jet comes as a way of life for a lot of rich kids. Forget the long lines, taking off your shoes, and packing your liquids in 3-ounce containers. The other half worries about none of that. Number 7. They love posing their pets in silly stances too. Whether you have a dog, cat, or lizard, you probably love taking pictures of man's best friend. Well, of course, rich kids do too. While most of us can't pose our cat with stacks of Benjamins, this fluffy friend does not look too amused. We just hope that the cat won't really drink that champagne. Number 8. Some kids have a lot of money, but not a ton of tact. Even those of us without 2 nickels to rub together have learned how to act with tact and humility. Some parents teach their kids that virtue. Others, not so much. When you have this much money, you can sometimes act that much more tactless on your social media feeds. Number 9. Many of them love glitz and glamour. If you have the coin, why not install a gold-encrusted chandelier in your bathroom? Just take a look at one of the many rich kids' Instagram feeds, and you'll see an awful lot of fancy fixtures. We can't deny it, selfies do look better surrounded by this much glam. Number 10. Many of them do give back to their communities. While it does seem very easy to criticize these super rich kids for their lavish lifestyles, many of them do realize how great they have it. A portion of them also give to charity, volunteer, donate blood, and contribute positively to the world. It just goes to show how shallow social media can make us seem, regardless of our income level. Number 11. Even rich folks can't resist a good, greasy burger and fries. Have you ever seen a fancy car pulling through a fast food drive-thru? Well, it just goes to show that fast food's addictive qualities affect the upper echelon too. We hope these kids put down a napkin so they don't drip any ketchup on those leather seats. Number 12. Their cottages give us house envy. If you have ever watched HGTV, you know some really amazing homes exist out there. Some of the abodes of the richest of the rich share on social media even blow those out of the water. Just the swimming pool at this humble little country home makes us want to visit. Can you imagine what the inside looks like? Number 13. Even rich kids like catching a flick with the parents. The way that some of these kids take in a movie brings a whole new meaning to the term of Netflix and chill. While most of us do not don a tuxedo and head to a premiere when a hot new movie comes out, we can relate to the excitement. With that said, sweatpants and a container of lo mein still beats dressing up for a lot of us. Number 14. Rich kids also know every good post needs a furball. What makes a good photo? A shot of your watch collection. What makes a good photo even better? Getting your best non-human friend into the frame. No matter how much money you spend on your wardrobe, it will always look better with a pop in the pic. That's just a fact. Number 15. Even with all of that coin, they're still just kids. Many people will like to throw a lot of shade at rich kids, but at the end of the day, they also have a lot more in common with your kids than you think. Sure, they throw parties with champagne and caviar, but they also like to goof around and take silly photos. Maybe their lives include more money than the rest of us, but they still put their pants on one leg at a time. Number 16. A lot of them employ security details to keep them safe. 6 years ago, Harris Alexa Dell briefly quit social media over security fears for her and her family after she posted a picture of her brother Zachary on their private jet. The photo went viral, and she and Zachary both deleted their accounts for their own safety. It's a shame that there are other people out there who just are having fun exploiting others, she said of the ordeal. In fact, a lot of super rich kids have security measures to keep them safe from those who want to exploit their wealth. Dell suggested her fellow wealthy teens and some 20 exercises caution, especially online, saying, "Everyone's not so nice. If you think you meant something in a fun and lighthearted kind of context, someone may spin that and take it from you."